All right, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Smitty here. Well, you guys, Smitty. I am here, and I am putting my phone on vibrate. Yeah, so I'll get my notifications as need be. All right, but nevertheless, y'all, talking about some NBA Live. Okay, I'm gonna break this thing out. Okay, we're gonna chop this thing up here. Okay, NBA Live and NBA 2K 18, respectively. Okay, I'm gonna showcase stuff from both games. Make sure that it's clear across the board in terms of what this game has and what it does not have. Okay, and put it all out there on display, because it seems to an extent like let me bring this up here. Okay, because to an extent, let me see, I could bring up whomever. Oh, bear with me 1 second, y'all. Hold up. Got some setup things here to adjust real quick. Okay. All right. Yep, there we go. All right, so okay. Look, I was having, just to give you guys a little bit of a backdrop, okay? I was having a discussion the other day. Shout out to my man Obadiah. I got the link, for those of you that are on YouTube that watch this stream, I got the link in the description, so you can check it out from there. But what I was basically saying was that I did a Facebook Live video, and I talked about NBA Live, and I was saying what NBA Live is lacking, what they're lacking in their game, what they need in their game. Okay, and we all know, I mean, it's very obvious where the game has its strengths, but also where its weaknesses are standing out at. And I made reference to multiple things. I was talking about offensive and defensive animations. I was talking about, the spin move. I was talking about the spin dribbles. And I said how the spin move is sequential. It's tied into a two-man sequence. Like, I want to be able to spin in close proximity at the speed that I desired. Not I have to be tied into a sequence and I'm basically forced. You know what I'm saying? It's a forced sequence. And when I was referencing James Harden, I was saying that, like I've said about these other NBA players, I did previous Facebook Live videos making the point and referencing that, hey, they don't have all the animations in the game for these players. They only have some of them. Okay, so now you look at the animations. Yes, this is James Harden's dribble set. These are his moves. Okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Now you see how he does his spin move there? And you see how they made me pull up for the J. And that's a whole nother thing in itself too. See, they make me like, that's one thing that I don't like either. How, like, what Live needs to improve on is that I should be able to do whatever dribble move it is that I want at any point, not forcing me to pick up the ball at certain points. But this is what I'm saying. Now, right now I'm in the open court, but I want to be able to do a spin move like that with the defender right there. Okay, now when I said this point too as well, when you're playing the one, you're able to do what you want in open space. You have the open space to do what you want to do, and you don't see a ton of two-man animation sequences, but they still are present and they snatch the control away. But when I do these spin moves, so like they make me, and the other thing is too, when you get close to the paint relatively, they make you pick up the dribble, even if you don't necessarily want to. See, that's all cool. Now, you know, drive to the hole for the layup, and let me see here. Take this. So then, when I want to, and you see doing, you know, doing the Euro step. A little Euro step moves. All right, now you see me doing these moves with Harden, okay? Now that's the thing. I'm doing this with Harden. So let me switch the player. Now if I switch it to Chris Paul, let's see what the difference is. I'm gonna do a Euro with him. Now let's see, is there a big time dramatic difference between the move? Oops, I'm sorry. Is there a dramatic difference between the moves that they do? All right. Oh, they make me pick up the ball sooner. Okay. Doing his Euro moves. That's just straight up layup. Okay. I'm gonna switch it back to Harden in a moment. Because what I was saying as far as Harden is concerned, the point that I was mainly getting at was that James Harden doesn't have all of his animations in the game. They have some of them in the game. And the point that I'm getting at, the point that I was mainly getting at was that if you're going to have the cover guy, if he's the cover guy out of all the players in the game, he should definitely, without question or doubt, be the main player where all of his animations are in the game. Like you may have some animations for some guys, but James Harden is without a doubt, you got him fully covered. Now you've seen the Euro that James Harden did, and then you look at the reverse layup, and then you look at the Euro from CP3. Do they look dramatically different, you know, between both of the players there? Like, if we're going to be brutally honest, they truly didn't. It didn't look drastically different between both of those guys there. You see what I'm saying? So that's my whole point that I'm getting at in regards of it. I'm saying that James Harden should be 100% replicated better than anyone else in the game. LeBron, Wade, anyone, KD, whatever, with him being the cover guy. And the thing is, he's covered pretty much to the same extent of these other guys. But like with my man Obadiah, the point he was making, he made it as if like they're 100% covered. No, like they didn't do any coverage. They done none at all for him whatsoever. Like they did very little replication of his animations. That's not what I said. That's not what I was saying. So then let me do the, you know, like when it comes to, and then I was talking about his step back dribbles. Okay. That's his step back animation. He does that, right? I said they don't have all of his step backs. See, that's his step back. Now, could you honestly replicate the Wesley Johnson situation the way this game plays right now? No, you can't. Because that's the step back he mainly does, is just that. Is that one-legged step back. He does do a hop back though. He does do it. Oh, I'm sorry, I did the wrong button. He does an additional step back, but okay. So see, but it's not like what he's doing is so riveting. It's like, oh snap! Like, let me find another player. Here we go. I'll use Eric Gordon. He'll work. So I do a step back with Eric Gordon. Is it a world of a difference? Like, is it this great difference between the two? To an extent, his is going to be better because it gives you more space. See? Now, is it different? Yeah. Does he move at the same speed as Harden? No. Like, you know, and this is not a breakdown of who has what issues and stuff, but the thing that I see at times from some guys that talk about live is that they talk so positive about live, like it has, like the issues, when it comes to bringing up the issues, it's very lighthearted. It's like, oh, well, yeah, you know, they got problems. But then when they see the exact same thing happen in 2K, like the exact same kind of issues happen in 2K, they act like they're ready to throw the controller at the screen. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. And like, that's what was happening in my man's stream. And like I said, it's not to knock, but this goes to my point. If we're going to talk, like, it was very ironic because I do a video and I'm talking about NBA Live and saying we got to keep things honest. We got to keep it a buck regarding the game. We know 2K has things over it, and we know this game is work in progress. We all know that. But we have to keep it honest, and we got to keep it a G about what's honestly happening with this game. We can't just be halfway telling it. We can't sit up here and act like everything is just golden in live when we know it's not. See what I'm saying? Like, I like that right there, even. Let me go to the replay. So, I'm going to fire up some in-game action here real quick. But he does his little step back there, pulls up with the J. Alright, that's cool. And that's nothing wrong with that. It's all good. So, what I'm gonna do, let me quit. Okay, but you see what I'm showing here. Now, I'm gonna fire up NBA 2K. Not yet though. I want to showcase some gameplay first. Because one thing, like I said, I'm gonna point out the elements that were misrepresented by the breakdown. Well, not breakdown, but by the gameplay commentary that was given by my brother. So. But I wanted to do this breakdown too because we're getting ready to get into EA Play mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about to be, it's starting to get around that time for EA Play. So, you know, like, I definitely want to see what they're going to be bringing to the table with the game here. All right, so let me get in here real quick. Shout out to the new subscriber, K Hoop. Appreciate you coming through. So, and for subscribing. I don't have a schedule set as of yet as far as when I'm going to start trading. Start playing with consistency. But here, let me see I'll go to just, you know, it's not a huge deal. I'm just gonna play a little bit anyways. So here, I'll rock the black joint, so I'll have them. They could wear their association. Alright, here we go. So Superstar. I may play a quarter. Just so, you know, just to showcase this gameplay a little bit. But, you know, I'm gonna show you guys, like I said, we're gonna see, because ultimately, look, we can get all emotional, and you could bring all the emotions to the table, and you can always have an emotionally charged discussion and say, oh, well, this is why the game is great, and this is why it's so awesome, because look at all these animations they got, and blah blah blah. But it's not about those animations, man. Not concerned about the animations. It's not just that. I want to see the core gameplay. I want to see that shine.
So for a small forward, he's 6'10", 6'11".